Vítám vás a zdravím u dalšího streamu. A tentokrát je to polská westernovka od studia Techland. Call of Juarez Gunslinger, tak zkoušíme, jak mi to půjde. Je to hra, která běží na Tech Engineu už 5. generace. Ale jdeme na to. Tady máme tu hudbu. Si dáme trošičku méně. Tak. Tak jdeme na příběh. Obtížnost normální, to těžko, to by mě asi zabilo. Hrajeme za takovýho týpka, kterým je Silas Graves, který se v roce 1910 objeví někde v Kansasu, někde v salonu a začne vypravovat svoje historky z doby, kdy byl lovcem odměn, neboli lovcem lidí.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
What are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
No, čeká nás první mise. On ten Silas Graves je docela takový baron prášil, česky řečeno.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day.
Hraj přes
I was
stáří,
heading
je
back
to
to the
trochu
hideout when suddenly
2013 vypadá opravdu náramně.
Funny, haha.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Není nic, co bychom chtěli potřebovat, nebo spíš měli najít. Tady máme pár kusů krav. Stiskněte O.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
Máme se vrátit ke
I knew those
Svíši.
two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Skrčit zatím moc ne.
Who's that? Is he with us?
No.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Asi
Oh
dobiju.
yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
Jdeme na to.
Fire at will! Spread out, goddammit! They're coming from the rear! I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Stay on it! Cover fire! Mám se tady. Že trošku vůbec.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Úrazné si. Schovám se tady za ty bedny. Do zátnu nebylo to zrovna. Plný košer, ale to nevadí. Získáme nějaký body, tak přikrčit se. Slepice. Se tam moc nemohli, nebo budeš slepice na paprice brzo. Odbočil od příběhu, jo? Yeah! Tak podívejme se.
I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Jeden do hlavy. Hej.
Behind us! Stay on it! Cover fire!
Někdy do těch palic. Tudy se...
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
Tak tady je taky bullet time, kde se dá ujíbat tím kulkám.
Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Jo. Nová úroveň. A co si tady dáme? Pistolník dvourevolverový. Ostrostřelec nebo traper. To je. Jo, dáme si tady dvourevolverovýho desperáta. nějaký grázlík.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't as sharp as tools in the shed.
Není vylíst.
The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do you?
Indeed, darling. But where was I? Oh, yeah. A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
I think he's scared. Kill him for Christ's sake. Come out, you yellow bastard. I'm putting you down.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiots!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Watch your play! Kill him!
I cut their numbers in half. But that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
I can't hear you!
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave, and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Baldwin.
Tak jdeme na to.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm. I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
I think I got one!
S Divokém.
That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
Si to pauznu. Podívám se, jak to tady funguje, jo, dobrý. Se říká, dobrý je za 3. Dobrý je za 3 a tak jdeme na to, tak. Trošku jsem vyšel ze cviku.
Shoot that bastard! Where'd he go?
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention.
This time.
He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then. Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with you.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
Další komba. Zvýšená kapacita munice, to by se taky hodilo. Komba delší. Se hodí taky tohoto. Vylepšování je tady hrozně.
Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
That gave me a gun.
Ošani.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
You ain't going nowhere.
Finally, I had the stables within my reach. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
A je tady duel.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake. And that you killed her in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
To byl tenkrát doopravdy.
And stepped inside, and
Vstoupil dovnitř a
last
dostal
thing I heard was Garrett's voice.
Tohle není Billy, jo.
That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Přesnost 58%. Dáme pokračovat. Já nechci zvážit obtížnost. Já bych to na tu těžkou nedal.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
Hrst plná horkého olova. Začíná nová kapitola. Tak jdeme na to.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Jsme ve věznici v okrese Lincoln.
He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine.
Není tady nic.
Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too. My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Jak vymetení, co tady je?
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Klasika brokovnice. Citá je kouře. Dokáže rozdělit chlapa na půl, tak.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy? That little son of a bitch shot Jim Bell!
The kids escaped raised a huge ruckus. Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. Guards were everywhere looking for him.
You can't let the kid get away! Anybody see him? That's right. Run!
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
Počkej, ještě pokusím. Dokonce tu dávno není zrovna. To praví.
Gotta be around here somewhere. Billy broke out of everything.
Přes ty střechy je opravdu hodně zajímavý.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever going to find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell.
Don't let him get away!
Prostřelím ten sůl. Máš. Krásně, jak to z toho teče. Seš... Film alone.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and color. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Musíme se trošku schovat.
Stop it! I don't get paid enough for this.
Trošku se přikrčit.
You can run, but you can't hide forever. Give it up!
Kamaráde, ty ses tam moc dobře neschoval. Tady je, tady není nic. Si dobiju. Trošku vám tam zatopím.
Let's get your headstone!
There's children here.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters.
Hadra ani nevidím.
Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
To jenom zapade, to zase to pade. No nevykoukne, když je potřeba. Doby si.
Too damn close. Right here. Show yourself, coward. Now you're really pissing me off. What? Can't hear you.
Ještě zdemoluju tady.
You won't get away with this. You can run, but you can't hide.
You're threatening the lives of innocent people.
Ta slepice šla. Polezeme nahoru.
Damn town's going to hell in a handbasket.
Akorát slezu. Co? Na nabití revolveru. To je ono. To být se skrz město, ale to bylo tady ty hadry. Už by tady, co šla ta slepice. Teď se mi stalo, co jsem ani nedoufal. Ne, se nedá. Tak, tady nám naskočila ta hvězda. Hvězda, co se nezdá. Blést, jo?
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Teď se mi schytal mrkev.
Got that son of a bitch!
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Boy, you are shit out of luck.
Ooh.
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No. Because they all thought I was Billy, and all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
Co tady je?
Get the women off the street! On yourself! Stop! What the hell did he get away?
Průrazné se jim utí na BMC.
Surrender yourself! I've got this!
We can take it! We're gonna be in deep shit when that gets back.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. "Hello, Bob," I said. "I think you better let me go." And he says, "I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun." So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself. Some say I fought unfairly, but they weren't the ones looking him in the eye that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught.
Nečestně zabitý. Takhle to chodí prostě. Ono většina těch duelů na Divokém západě byla stejně dobře.
Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take him on on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
Stop stone. Vajta erba. Bulka pro staříka.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh,
but no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There!
I did my best to help those poor bastards. Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green, but often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Hard to hit a moving target.
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men.
Lepší koncentrace, ano.
Stand up, you coward!
I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim. Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament. I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this. I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Pat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Oh, tohle je výhled. To je neskutečný výhled tohle. Ty vody a
And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo.
Kečkem budu házet dynamit.
That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. The old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds.
You're mine!
Oh shit. Se koukám a
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
ten má Gatling.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, "Clanton, I'm coming for you!" A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo.
Když se dva vyběhnu, tak mě sejme.
But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo.
To nikam neubět, teču! Aha.
But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Ten je drsnej, teda. Ten je velice drsnej. Nejde to. Nejde to. Tady to je nízký. Tady to je nízký teda. Nevím, já tu hru prostě nehrál, ještě jsem... Takže nevím.
let me tell you, that was the longest uphill climb of my entire damn life. Well, one of the longest. There was that one time I was pursuing Frank James, Jesse James' brother.
Jesse James?
Perhaps we could talk about that one later. Now, where was I? Right. I had old man Clanton in my sights.
To tam nedoběhnu tady tudy. A to zkusím ještě druhou stranou. Jo, fatální dohled.
But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Do prčic. Asi pravou stranou se nám dostat. Asi blbost, takhle. Zkusím to někde středem.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Oh, gotta reload. Wait, goddamn book. Shoot that asshole.
Nevím, kde prostě je. Funguje ten zpomalený čas je tady.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Přesnost taky není nic moc, no ale nevadí. Mohlo to být horší. Přestřelka u Sawmill.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Earp's coming!
Get ready,
Roku
boys.
2013 a ještě bagetovka, jo, to stálo 300. Já mám koupenou jak krabicovou verzi taky. To mám taky na Steamu samozřejmě a...
Curly Bill took charge of the cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral,
to dokonce
the Clantons wanted revenge.
vyšlo někde ve skóre. Nabít.
So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Ten tam zaječel, ale...
Is that one of Wyatt's boys?
Není dobrý asi podívat na to, no. Dobře. Dáme si novou dovednost. Dáme si tohle. Tak. Dobře. To mě teda sejmi z dálky. Oh!
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other, and I was beginning to wish I had one myself.
Do hlavy. Se dá dobře krýt zatím.
But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed.
Oops.
And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Kill that stupid son of a bitch!
Herb wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
Trošku to tam
That London should
vypráší.
have kept his nose out of it.
Šup.
They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Herb.
Konci miluju dynamit.
Had enough?
Ještě jsem si to...
But everybody
Nice, we
knew
got
that
that
Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Pěkně.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it?
Prohlídnu.
Being loyal. Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
Myslím si, že když to je červený, takže se s ním zatočí.
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Nabij si. Máš.
So it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Se schovám za tu latrínu tady. Tady nosím se vždycky 4 nebo... Jej! Padám. Já jsem si tu flintičku. Škoda, ten byl za 50. Čupo tam. Vás nechci ani. Čekám to tam.
Come on, smoke that son of a bitch. Can you get around? Blame Gil. Ain't bothered me none. Look out! Boy, you are shit out of luck. This is too good for us. There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
Není munice. Je beda z munice. Že bych, že je konec.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand. Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Oh. Kudrnáč byl.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open. Time to dance with the devil!
You're done.
Damn!
Dělá srandu, ten se tam byl dobře jako zaseklej. Kde je?
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Tohle byla snad po Flatoutu 2 za 300 nejlepší bagetovka všech dob, jako jo. Johnny Ringo.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always
Johnny
true.
Ringo.
Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo. I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
No a potom zabití toho Johnnyho Ringa, ten zbytek si zase necháme na příště, protože už hraju nějakou dobu a... Takže díky moc za shlédnutí, a komu se video líbilo, můžete nechat like, nebo dát odběr mýho kanálu. A uvidíme se zase příště tady u mě na kanále. Doufám, že dobré hry, nebo tady u pokračování Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Takže mějte se krásně, mějte se fajnově a tohle je pro dnešek vše. Díky moc všem odběratelům a zase příště. Takže naschle a čau. A mějte se fajnově. A hrajte hry. Hrajte třeba i starší hry, jako je Call of Juarez Gunslinger.